Beloved chosen one, this moment before you is no ordinary one. It is not a mere coincidence, nor is it just another day in the passage of time. You stand on the precipice of a divine shift, a holy interruption orchestrated by heaven itself. This moment is designed, perfectly timed to awaken you to the truth that has been hidden, to the destiny that you were born to fulfill. What may seem like an ordinary moment to others is, in fact, a pivotal moment in your life, a defining moment where the course of your future is about to change forever. You may have felt the weight of this shift already, that deep stirring within your spirit, that quiet knowing that something greater is unfolding just beyond your reach. It is not just a whisper, this is a call, a summons to step into the fullness of your divine purpose. The universe itself is aligning, and the heavens are now unveiling the opportunities, the doors, and the blessings that have long been set aside for you. The time is now. In this moment, the presence of the Archangel Michael is invoked, a powerful spiritual figure who stands as a guardian and protector, one who represents the strength and authority of heaven. His presence is a clear signal that what is about to happen is of great spiritual importance. Michael is not just a messenger, he is a warrior, one who protects and defends the righteous and brings divine justice into the world. His arrival, even in spirit, marks a milestone in your journey. It signals that the truth you've been waiting for is about to be revealed, and that spiritual forces are now actively working on your behalf. As you read these words, know that this is a divine intervention, a moment specifically planned for you. The doors that have been closed will soon swing wide open, and you are being prepared for a new season of life. The shift in your destiny is not just symbolic, it is real. It will transform the very fabric of who you are and the path you walk. It is time for you to step into the next phase of your divine calling. This is a new chapter of your life, and it will be marked by the fulfillment of promises you may have forgotten or thought were lost. Heaven has seen your struggle, and it is now bringing vindication to all that you've endured. The purpose of this message is clear. It is time for you to awaken to the truth that has long been hidden from you. There are truths about your life, your destiny, and the path you are meant to walk that have been concealed, some perhaps intentionally, others simply because you were not yet ready to receive them. But now, in this divine moment, those truths are being revealed. The truth will bring you the clarity you have been longing for. The confusion, the questions that have plagued you, are about to be answered. What was once unclear will become bright and shining in your heart. For too long, you may have been walking in the shadow of what others believed for you, or in the belief that your destiny was something to be earned through suffering or sacrifice. But in reality, the path has always been lined with divine favor, even when it felt like you were lost in the wilderness. The truth is that your journey, though difficult at times, has been part of a greater divine plan, a plan that was woven for you by the hands of the divine, with your highest purpose in mind. You may not have seen it clearly before, but now, as the truth is unveiled, you will begin to understand why things happened the way they did. You have been attacked and opposed, this is no secret. The obstacles you faced were real, and the challenges have at times felt unbearable. But understand this, the attacks were not a reflection of your worth, but a sign that you are deeply aligned with divine purpose. The enemy would not have attacked if you were not a threat to their plans. You are destined for greatness, and the more they tried to oppose you, the more they pushed you into the direction of your true destiny. And now, you are at the point where divine justice is unfolding. The vindication you've longed for, the recompense for all you've endured, is at hand. You are stepping into a new realm where the favor of God will be poured out upon your life in abundance. The shift that is taking place is not just about changing your circumstances, it is about realigning your spirit with the purpose that was always meant to be yours. The challenges you faced, the wounds you carried, and the oppositions you encountered have all been part of the preparation for this moment. You have been shaped, refined, and tested for this season of life, and now you are ready to receive all that God has in store for you. This is a time of divine favor, vindication, and elevation. Beloved, this is a moment to receive reassurance. I know the pain you have felt, the suffering you have endured, and the times when you felt abandoned or forgotten. But know this now: heaven has heard your cries, and divine vindication is at hand. The injustices that were done to you will be righted. The things that were stolen, the opportunities that were taken from you, and the dreams that seemed to slip through your fingers will return to you, multiplied. Divine justice is not passive, it is active, it is swift, and it is now in motion. The forces that have opposed you will be dispersed, and what was once lost will now be restored. The chosen one. I want you to hear this. You are not defeated. You have not been abandoned. The path you have walked, though difficult, has been preparing you for this very moment. You were always destined for greatness, and heaven has watched over you every step of the way. Divine protection has surrounded you, and now, as this divine shift unfolds, you will begin to see the fullness of God's plan for you. The obstacles you've faced were never meant to break you, they were meant to prepare you. They have been stepping stones to your divine elevation, and the moment of vindication is now upon you. Now is the time to embrace the shift that is about to unfold in your life. The transition that is coming will not be small, it will be a profound transformation. The path ahead will be one of abundance, favor, and spiritual elevation. You have been prepared for this season of divine opportunity, and it is time to step into the fullness of the calling on your life. Do not be afraid of the shift. Do not be afraid of the changes that are coming, for they are all part of a perfect divine plan. I encourage you to let go of fear, to trust in the process, and to step boldly into the new season that is about to unfold. The opportunities that lie before you are divinely ordained, and as you walk in faith, you will see doors open that you once thought were forever closed. God's justice is now in motion, and the favor that was withheld from you will now flow freely into your life. The opposition you faced has only served to strengthen you, and the divine shift that is unfolding will elevate you to heights you've never imagined. This is not just a change of circumstance. This is a spiritual reawakening, a divine alignment that will connect you more deeply to your purpose, your calling, and your destiny. Trust in the process, for it has been divinely orchestrated for you. The shift you're experiencing is not only in your environment, but in your spirit, in your heart, and in your mind. God's favor will surround you, and you will begin to see everything that has been prepared for you come to fruition. This is your moment. The divine alignment is real, and the time has come for you to walk fully into the opportunity that has been ordained for you. So, chosen one, I leave you with this affirmation. Embrace the divine shift, trust in the process, and know that divine justice is unfolding in your favor. Everything that has been taken from you will be restored, and the opportunities that you have long awaited are now within your reach. Walk forward boldly, knowing that heaven has prepared the way, and that God's will is aligning perfectly with your destiny. The shift is happening. It's time for you to step into the fullness of your purpose and embrace everything that has been divinely planned for you. You are ready. There are moments in life when everything aligns, when the forces of heaven converge upon one singular point in time. This is not a random event or a mere coincidence. It is a holy interruption, a divine intervention that has been set into motion for a specific purpose. Chosen one, this is your moment. The timing has been meticulously orchestrated by the divine, and you are about to experience a transformation that will change the course of your life. This is not just another passing moment. This is the culmination of years of unseen preparation, of spiritual shaping and refining. What you have gone through, what you have endured, has all led to this singular moment where heaven breaks through the fabric of your reality to reveal something that was always meant for you. The interruption you are about to experience will be holy, meaning that it will be filled with a divine power and purpose that transcends human understanding. It will be the moment when everything changes, when you realize that the struggles you faced were never in vain, and that every challenge you've overcome has prepared you for the destiny that awaits. Heaven has not forgotten you, chosen one. You may have walked through periods of silence, feeling as if your prayers went unanswered, but the truth is that divine timing was always at work behind the scenes, aligning things perfectly for this moment. What you thought were moments of delay were, in fact, moments of preparation. You are now standing at the threshold of a transformation that will set you on the path you were always meant to walk. This divine interruption is not a disruption, it is a revelation. It is the unfolding of a plan that has been in motion for centuries, long before you even knew it. The moment you find yourself in is the fulfillment of promises made, a promise that you are now ready to claim. The interruption is heaven's call to awaken you to the truth of who you really are and what you are truly capable of. This is a holy moment that carries the full weight of divine authority. It's important to understand that when divine intervention takes place, it shakes everything in its path. It challenges you to see things differently, to understand that the truth you've been waiting for is not just something you will learn, but something you will become. The divine shift you are about to experience will not just alter your life temporarily, but will reframe your entire reality, aligning you with the purpose that has always been set for you. The spiritual impact of this moment is profound. The interruption from heaven is not just a fleeting moment of change. It is the beginning of a spiritual awakening that will stir your soul. You will feel something shift within you, an inner stirring, a call from the deepest part of your being that resonates with the truth of who you are and what you are destined to become. You are waking up to a truth that has always been there, just waiting for the right moment to be revealed. This divine intervention is not just about external changes or opportunities, but it is a transformational experience within your very spirit. You will begin to see the world differently, understanding that everything you have encountered has been part of the divine preparation that has led you to this point. The challenges, the pain, the confusion, all of it now makes sense in the context of the divine purpose that has always been unfolding in your life. You have been chosen, and now the veil is being lifted for you to see the full scope of your destiny. The interruption is a spiritual awakening that will align every part of your life with the truth of your divine calling. Everything in your past that seemed disconnected, every trial that felt meaningless, is now coming into divine alignment. The pieces of your life that once seemed broken or out of place are now falling into place, forming a picture of purpose, power, and unimaginable potential. This interruption is not only about your future, it is about the wholeness of your being, the integration of your soul's deepest desires with the calling that has always been yours. This spiritual awakening will also reveal to you the strength you have always carried within yourself but may have never fully understood. It is the strength to withstand adversity, to overcome obstacles, and to walk in faith when all else around you seems to crumble. You are stepping into a season where heaven will not only guide you but will empower you to act, to move forward with authority, to claim your destiny with confidence. Now is the time, chosen one. This divine interruption has been set in motion, and you are being called to step into it with faith, courage, and trust. The path ahead is not one of fear, but of boldness, and you are invited to walk it with confidence and assurance that heaven's hand is guiding you. The shift you have been waiting for is not something to fear, it is something to embrace. This is the moment you have been preparing for, and you are now ready to claim it. In the past, you may have waited for the right time, waited for the right moment, or even waited for the attack to cease. But now is the time to move from waiting to action. Divine timing is in motion, and you are being called to walk in alignment with it. No longer will you be confined by the fears, doubts, and struggles of the past. Now is the time to release all that holds you back and to trust that God is already moving on your behalf. You are being called to trust in the timing of divine intervention. This is a moment of revelation, and it is here for you to walk boldly into. Embrace the shift with an open heart, knowing that this is not a random occurrence, but a divine invitation to move into the fullness of your purpose. Heaven has already set the stage, and now it is your turn to step forward with faith and trust in the plan that has been unfolding for you. Releasing fear is a crucial step in this process. You have been prepared for this moment, and the door that has been closed to you for so long is now open. Trust the process, trust the timing, and embrace the divine plan that is now unfolding. You have nothing to fear, only a bright and blessed future awaits you as you step forward in confidence. This is your time to shine, chosen one. Embrace the transformation that has been set into motion, and trust that you are stepping into the divine purpose for which you were created. The shift you are experiencing will lead you to a season of elevation, fulfillment, and divine alignment. Now, it's time to trust the process and move forward with the knowledge that heaven is walking with you every step of the way. The chosen one. Your journey has been one marked by unseen battles, fierce and relentless, waged not in the realm of the physical but in the spiritual. You may not have been fully aware of the warfare around you, yet it has been ongoing, silent, yet deeply impactful. While you were busy fulfilling your purpose, fighting the visible challenges in your life, a far greater battle raged in the unseen realms, where spiritual forces contended for your destiny. At every corner, in every aspect of your life, there have been attacks, both subtle and overt. Forces have sought to derail you, confuse you, and even crush your spirit, all in an effort to keep you from stepping into the full power and purpose that has been divinely ordained for you. These battles were not random. They were not born of coincidence. They were strategically designed to challenge your growth, your faith, and your ability to recognize the truth of your own destiny. However, here is the key. You have always been protected. Though you may not have realized it at the time, divine protection has surrounded you every step of the way. Heaven has sent its armies to shield you from the assaults of the enemy, guiding you, fortifying your spirit, and keeping you safe from attacks that sought to harm your divine journey. Even when you were unaware, you were being shielded by forces far greater than anything the enemy could throw your way. These spiritual battles have not come to weaken you, but to strengthen you. It may seem counterintuitive, but every attack was a test, a trial that was allowed by heaven to mold you into the person you needed to be for this season. As the enemy sought to destroy you, heaven used it as a refining fire. Every struggle, every challenge, every obstacle was a tool in the hands of the divine, meant to build your resilience, character, and faith. The enemy's tactics, though meant to hurt you, have only succeeded in making you stronger, stronger than they ever anticipated, stronger than they could ever imagine. In fact, they made the fatal mistake of underestimating you. They did not see the power that was placed in your divine bloodline. They did not understand the ancestral protection that runs deep in your veins. They were blind to the spiritual forces standing beside you, ready to dismantle every plan they set into motion. This spiritual battle, though intense, has been preparing you for something greater. You have been shielded, not for a moment, but for a purpose that stretches far beyond what your eyes have yet seen. Now, let us talk about divine justice. In the face of every attack, there is a higher law that has been at work. The enemy may have thought they could weaken you, but they did not anticipate the divine justice that is unfolding in your favor. What was meant to destroy you has only served to build you up. What the enemy intended to keep you in darkness has brought you into the light. And the very power they sought to take from you is now the strength you walk in. God's perspective on the struggle is one of divine alignment. Every attack, every setback, every moment of doubt and pain you faced was divinely orchestrated. Heaven knew the strength you would need for this moment, and it prepared you, through these battles, to take your rightful place. When the enemy attacked, they unknowingly pushed you closer to your divine destiny. Their plans backfired because God's hand has always been on you. Every time they attempted to block you, you were pushed further into your calling. Every setback was an opportunity for comeback. And now, you stand on the precipice of divine elevation. The enemy thought that they could derail you, that they could distract you from your mission, but they miscalculated. They did not account for the resilience and strength God had placed inside of you. Their attacks, rather than breaking you, have fortified your spirit, and now you are prepared to walk into a season of divine vindication. The opposition you faced was meant to prepare you for what is to come. The struggles were never punishments, but rather tests to bring out the strength you carry within you. And now, the time has come for divine justice to be manifested. Every plan, every plot, every attempt to derail your purpose is now being unraveled. God's justice is in motion, and the wrongs that were done to you are being set right. Every area where the enemy tried to sow discord, doubt, or fear, God is now replacing it with peace, clarity, and restoration. The favor that was held back will now be poured out on you in abundance. Doors that were once closed will now open wide, and the enemies who thought they had the power to hold you back will now see their plans unravel as the truth is revealed and the divine plan comes into full view. One of the most powerful aspects of your journey has been the hidden forces working on your behalf. You may not have always been able to see them, but they have always been there fighting for you, protecting you, interceding for you. Your divine bloodline is not just a family history, it is a spiritual legacy that has been passed down to you for this very moment. Your ancestors have been watching over you, praying for you, and preparing you for the destiny you are now walking into. The spiritual forces around you, particularly the ancestors, have been mobilized to defend and protect you. You have a spiritual army that surrounds you, and they are working to ensure that your divine destiny is fulfilled. These ancestors have faced their own battles, fought their own wars, and now their spiritual legacy is being passed down to you. They are part of your protection, part of the divine shield that has been placed around you. They are working in tandem with the angels, the archangels, and the spiritual hosts of heaven to make sure that nothing can touch the divine plan for your life. You are not just walking alone. You are walking with the power and protection of generations who have gone before you. Your ancestors have invested their prayers, their faith, and their sacrifices into the spiritual ground you stand on today. They have been interceding for you, even when you didn't realize it. And now, their prayers and their intercession are coming to fruition. They have seen your journey, and they have been working on your behalf, guiding your steps and shielding you from the forces that would try to keep you from fulfilling your divine calling. This ancestral protection is a key part of why the enemy's attacks have never been successful in completely derailing you. Every time the enemy sought to overwhelm you, the ancestors' protection surrounded you, and their spiritual intervention made sure that your divine purpose was always preserved. Even when you felt alone, even when you felt lost, heaven was working on your behalf. The spiritual forces that have guarded you have been your shield, ensuring that the path you were walking was always leading to divine victory. In this section, we've seen how the spiritual warfare against the Chosen One was part of the divine plan for growth and strength. The attacks that seemed aimed at your destruction were actually setting the stage for your elevation. What was meant to weaken you has only strengthened you. You have been shielded by the divine protection of your ancestors and the heavenly army. And now, as divine justice unfolds, the enemy's plans are being overturned. The truth is coming into full view, and the vindication you've been waiting for is now being manifested. Your destiny is secure, and the hidden forces of protection are working on your behalf. Every attack was allowed to strengthen you, but now the shift is happening. Divine justice is moving, and the favor that was once withheld is now being poured out upon you. As you walk into this season of divine vindication, know that you are not alone. You have the protection of your ancestors, the favor of God, and the spiritual army of heaven standing with you. Now is the time to step into the fullness of your destiny. Trust that divine justice is unfolding, and that your path is secure in the hands of heaven. Chosen One, the time has come for you to see with clarity what has long been hidden from your eyes. For so long, you may have walked through this journey with a sense of unease, a knowing that something was not quite as it seemed. Perhaps there was restlessness within you, a feeling that there was more to the story than what was being presented. It was as if something was just out of reach, a truth you could not quite grasp. Yet deep within your spirit, you knew it was there. Now, the time has arrived for the veil to be lifted, for the truth to be revealed in its fullness. You have been under attack, chosen one. But the attacks were not random. They were not simply the result of life's usual struggles. No, these were strategic, orchestrated with malice and intent. The forces that came against you did so with a purpose. Their aim was to undermine your purpose, to discourage you from stepping into the fullness of your divine destiny. What you may not have known in the moment is that these attacks were deliberate, planned by forces who understood the weight of your calling, and who knew that if they could shake your foundation, they could hinder your progress. But, chosen one, hear this: their attempts have failed. You are still standing, still moving forward, and now, as the truth is revealed, you will see how their efforts were nothing more than attempts to distract you from your true path. They misunderstood you. They miscalculated the strength of your resolve, the depth of your spirit, and the power of your divine purpose. Their plots have not weakened you. They have fortified you, preparing you for the next phase of your journey. The attacks you have faced were not an indication of your weakness, but of your strength. Strength that has been tested and refined in the fire. And now, the truth is emerging. What was once veiled in confusion and misunderstanding is becoming clear. Every attack, every trial, every moment of opposition was strategically allowed to bring you to this point, to open your eyes to the hidden truths that have been concealed for so long. Chosen one, as you read these words, know that the veil that has kept the truth hidden is now being lifted. The betrayals you have experienced, the negative influences that have clouded your path, and the harmful intentions of those who were once trusted, these will no longer remain in the shadows. You are finally able to see the truth that has been concealed from you. And with this clarity comes the freedom you have longed for. The truth will not only set you free, it will restore you to the path you were always meant to walk. The betrayal you have experienced was not a reflection of your worth or your character. The people who turned their backs on you, who misled you, and who betrayed your trust did so not because of who you are, but because of their own insecurities and hidden motives. You may have believed that you were wronged by them, and in many ways, you were. But now, as the veil is lifted, you will understand that their actions were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to reveal something greater. You will see, chosen one, that the people who hurt you did so out of their own fear and brokenness. Their attempts to bring you down were nothing more than an illusion, and they have failed. The truth that you have always sought, the clarity that was once hidden from you, is now being revealed. What once seemed dark and confusing is now clear and illuminated. You may feel a mix of emotions as this truth unfolds: anger, betrayal, hurt, but know this: all of these emotions are natural and valid. They are part of the process of healing and restoration. What matters now is how you respond to the truth. Will you allow it to define your future, or will you use it as a stepping stone to move forward into your divine destiny? The truth that is being revealed to you is not meant to wound you further. It is meant to free you. This divine clarity is a gift, and with it comes restoration, a restoration of your identity, your purpose, and your vision for the future. For too long, the lies and misunderstandings of others have clouded your vision, but now you are being restored to your true self. You are beginning to see who you are, what you are truly capable of, and what has always been divinely intended for your life. With this divine clarity comes the freedom to move forward, to leave behind the false narratives and the shackles that have held you back. The pain of betrayal and hurt, though real, will no longer define your journey. The truth that you now see is not just about what has happened to you, but about what you are becoming. It is the unveiling of your true potential, and with that potential comes divine power to overcome any obstacles in your way. The truth is restoring you to the path of your purpose, aligning you with the divine plan that has always been there. The opposition you have faced has only prepared you for this moment. You are now stepping into the fullness of your calling, and with that clarity comes a sense of empowerment. You will not walk through the next stage of your journey in fear or doubt. You will walk with the assurance that you are protected, that you are aligned, and that you are backed by heaven itself. The truth has been revealed to you so that you may move forward with confidence and boldness. You are no longer a victim of the attacks that have come against you. You are a victor, and now the path is clear for you to step into the full purpose that awaits you. As this truth unfolds, it will lift the weight that has held you down. The burdens you have carried will be released, and you will begin to walk in a new season of freedom and power. This clarity is not just for today. It is a gift that will continue to guide you through every decision, every relationship, and every opportunity. The truth will continue to reveal hidden wisdom that will shape your future. And with each step forward, you will become more aligned with your divine destiny. The truth has been revealed, chosen one. The veil that once obscured your vision is now lifted, and with this clarity comes the freedom to step into the fullness of your purpose. The betrayals, the hurts, and the false narratives of the past have no more power over you. The truth will set you free, and you are now poised to walk into the divine future that awaits you. You are restored and empowered to fulfill the calling that has always been yours, the chosen one. You are free to move forward, unburdened by the lies of the past. The truth is now in your hands, and with it, you will walk boldly into the destiny that God has prepared for you. You are divinely aligned, and your path is now clear. The world awaits your impact, and the time to step into your purpose is now. Chosen one, the time has come for the truth to be revealed in its full clarity. Betrayals that were disguised as loyalty, friendships, or even acts of kindness are now coming to light. Those who once appeared to be your allies, those who smiled in your face, who seemed to walk beside you on your journey, are now being unmasked. It is with divine clarity that you will see that many who have professed their loyalty were, in truth, working against your divine destiny. It is a painful truth, and the sting of betrayal cuts deep, but this unveiling is necessary. These hidden betrayals were not just personal wounds, they were spiritual attacks meant to derail you from your path. What makes this moment so pivotal is that you will now have the clarity to see the truth. This is not a simple misunderstanding. It is a calculated effort by forces, whether through individuals or circumstances, that sought to keep you from fulfilling your divine purpose. The hidden agendas, the quiet manipulations, and the deceitful words spoken behind your back are now being laid bare. The very forces that plotted against your divine calling will now be exposed, and the veil of illusion that once masked their true intentions is being torn apart. For far too long, you were led to believe that these individuals were your friends, that they were standing with you, supporting you, and helping you walk your path. Yet, as the truth is revealed, you will see that they were merely pretending to be something they were not, pretending to have your best interests at heart when, in fact, they were actively undermining your divine destiny. The veil of deceit is being lifted, and the truth will bring both clarity and healing. The pain of betrayal is a powerful emotional burden to bear. You may feel as though you have been betrayed by those closest to you, and the wounds from such betrayals may feel raw and unresolved. But I want you to understand this, chosen one. God has allowed this revelation to come to light now, not for your destruction, but for your elevation. This truth, painful as it may be, will free you from the spiritual chains that have bound you, preventing you from stepping fully into your divine purpose. It is through this process of unveiling that you will come to understand the full scope of the battle you have been fighting. The enemy was never those who attacked you directly. The real enemy was the illusion that kept you bound to toxic relationships, to false loyalties, and to misunderstandings of your own worth. This unveiling is not just about seeing the truth. It is about empowerment. It is about reclaiming your spiritual authority and freedom. No longer will the manipulations and the falsehoods of the past hold power over you. The divine light is shining on your path now, and you are being shown the way forward, unburdened by the weight of deception. Chosen one. Let us not forget that you are not alone in this revelation. Though you may feel the sting of betrayal from those closest to you, you are surrounded by a powerful, spiritual army that has been protecting you all along, your ancestors. These ancestors who have walked before you have been praying for you, interceding on your behalf, and standing as guardians over your destiny. Their spiritual presence has been part of the protection that has kept you safe from the worst of these attacks. It is important to remember that your divine bloodline is a powerful source of spiritual protection. Through the sacrifices, prayers, and actions of your ancestors, there has been a spiritual shield around your destiny. They have seen the attacks against you from afar, and in the spirit realm, they have been working tirelessly to dismantle the plans of the enemies who sought to destroy you. Your ancestors knew, long before you could see it, that your calling was far too important to allow these forces to succeed. They have been preparing the way, intervening on your behalf, and ensuring that your divine purpose would never be fully compromised. In the midst of betrayal, the presence of your ancestors becomes even more significant. They are rising up now, standing in intercession, fighting for you in the spirit realm as the truth is revealed. You are shielded, not only by your own strength, but by the generational power that flows through your veins. Their protection, their guidance, and their spiritual intervention are what have kept you safe when the enemy tried to strike. This is a divine legacy, a gift passed down to you. And now, as the veil lifts, you will understand the full extent of their role in your life. These ancestors are not just distant figures from the past. They are present with you in this moment. They are watching, praying, and guiding you toward the future that has always been destined for you. You have never truly been alone, for their prayers have surrounded you, and their spiritual authority has protected you. They have intervened when the battles became too great, and they are now rising to ensure that the forces of darkness cannot touch the divine purpose that is unfolding in your life. The revelation of betrayal will, without a doubt, cause a deep, emotional release. The pain of betrayal is sharp, and the hurt it causes feels like it will never fully fade. For the chosen one, this pain has become a part of the journey, something that has shaped your understanding of trust, loyalty, and love. But now, as the truth is revealed, the emotional burden of betrayal begins to lift. You are no longer bound to the false narratives that others try to impose upon you. The emotional release that comes with the unveiling of truth is not just about healing the wounds of betrayal. It is about freeing yourself from the emotional ties that kept you anchored to the past. Letting go of the pain, the resentment, and the anger will give you the freedom to step into the future that God has planned for you. The process of emotional release is necessary for your healing. You must forgive those who have hurt you not for their sake, but for yours. Release them so that you can move forward, unburdened by the weight of their actions. The chosen one, this is your moment to forgive, to heal, and to restore. The pain was real, the betrayal was real, but God's grace and divine protection are real as well. You have already overcome the greatest challenges, and now you are walking into a season of restoration. Restoration of peace, of health, of relationships, and most importantly, of your spiritual alignment. No longer will the wounds of betrayal dictate your future. Release them now, for you are being renewed in mind, body, and spirit. The divine justice you've longed for is now unfolding, and the truth will set you free. As the truth of betrayal comes to light, you will experience a cleansing, a purification of your spirit and your soul. This cleansing is not meant to break you down, but to build you up. The process may be painful, but it is ultimately restorative. Through this spiritual cleansing, you will release the heaviness of past wounds and step into a new season of freedom, peace, and alignment with your divine purpose. The restoration that is coming is not just about the physical aspects of your life. It is about the spiritual alignment of your heart and mind with your destiny. God is restoring everything that has been lost, everything that was stolen, everything that was broken. You will feel the wholeness returning to you. And as you walk forward, you will do so with the fullness of your purpose guiding you. Chosen one, the truth you have long sought has now been revealed, and with it comes the restoration of all that was taken. The betrayal that once held you back will no longer have any power over you. You are being healed, renewed, and restored to the person you were always meant to be. Now, step into this new season with confidence, knowing that everything that was once broken is now being made whole again. Chosen one, it's important to understand that you are not alone. Though you may have felt isolated at times, faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, and questioned your own strength, there has been a divine protection around you from the very beginning. Generations of ancestors have been watching over you, interceding on your behalf, and ensuring that your destiny remains safeguarded. Your ancestral bloodline is more than just a connection to the past. It is a spiritual legacy, an invisible force that has shaped your path and guided you, even when you weren't fully aware of it. These ancestors have prayed for you, sacrificed for you, and paved the way for you to step into the divine purpose that is now unfolding before you. Their spiritual protection has ensured that no matter what obstacles you have faced, no matter the betrayals, the attacks, or the misunderstandings, you have been shielded. Their prayers have created a spiritual fortress around you, and their intercession has been your armor in times of spiritual warfare. The role of the ancestors is not just symbolic, it is active and powerful. They are not distant figures in the past, but living influences in your present journey. Their presence has been guiding you, watching over you, ensuring that you are not lost to the forces that would seek to derail your divine purpose. In times of hardship, when you felt your spirit growing faint, or when you were on the brink of giving up, it was the power of ancestral intervention that carried you through. When the enemy launched their attacks against you, attempting to disrupt your path and shake your foundation, it was the ancestors' spiritual army standing in the gap, spiritually intervening, who kept you safe. Every attack you faced was met with a divine counteraction, a force that was at work behind the scenes, and you did not even see it. You may have felt as if you were walking alone, but behind you stood an army of those who have loved you long before you even knew who you were, spiritually standing guard over your path. The ancestral protection is not merely a force of resistance against the enemy. It is a divine strategy. The actions, decisions, and sacrifices of your ancestors were all made with your future in mind. They have been actively working on your behalf to ensure that the divine plan for your life would come to fruition. As you step into this new season, remember that the strength of those who walked before you, who sacrificed and interceded for you, is woven into your very being. Their prayers have created spiritual momentum that propels you forward, empowering you to overcome the forces of darkness that once sought to hold you back. Now, as the truth is revealed, and as you step fully into your divine calling, divine justice is unfolding before your very eyes. The forces that opposed you, those who sought to disrupt your life, steal your peace, and derail your purpose, are now facing the consequences of their actions. Divine justice is swift, and it does not delay. Heaven has watched the enemy's every move, seen the manipulations, and heard the whispers that sought to keep you from fulfilling your divine destiny. But now, as heaven moves on your behalf, the scales of justice are being balanced. Divine justice is not just about bringing the enemy to account, it is about setting things right in the spiritual realm. The very forces that sought to disrupt your peace and progress are now being brought low. The betrayals that caused you pain, the deceptions that were spread, and the oppression you faced, all of it is coming to an end. The spiritual repercussions of the enemy's actions will manifest in real time, and you will see the results of divine retribution unfold before your eyes. The enemies who thought they could break you, weaken your spirit, and steal your divine purpose will soon face the consequences of their actions. As divine justice is executed, you will witness losses, personal, financial, relational, that will force them to reckon with the damage they have caused. This is not about revenge. It is about the restoration of what was taken from you. Every moment of pain and betrayal you endured will be made right by the hand of God. and those who sought to bring you down will be made to realize that they cannot fight against the will of heaven. Divine justice is a force of nature, unstoppable and unwavering. It is swift in its actions and certain in its consequences. The time has come for those who have hurt you, those who have worked against you, to feel the weight of their own deception. What they intended for evil, God is now using for good to vindicate you, to restore you, and to reclaim all that was stolen. What goes around, chosen one, comes around. The energy that the enemy has expended to try to undermine you is now returning to them tenfold. Karma is not a vague concept, but a universal principle that governs the spiritual and material worlds. The negative energy they sent your way is now circling back to its origin, and it is bringing with it consequences they did not anticipate. Every whisper, every scheme, every attack that was launched against you is now boomeranging back to them. The spiritual repercussions of their actions cannot be avoided. Divine retribution is at work, and the rewards of their malice are coming back to them in ways they cannot escape. Their disguised attacks, the covert sabotage, and their hidden plans to harm you are all part of a divine balance that is now being restored. You have suffered because of their actions, but God's justice is sweeping in to correct the wrongdoings of those who have plotted against you. What they meant to take from you, they will now lose. What they intended to destroy, they will now witness being rebuilt, this time stronger than before. The energy they spent on trying to hold you back is now being redirected to them, causing their own downfall. The divine law of karma is now in motion, and it is working to rectify all that has been broken, stolen, or unjustly taken. No longer will you be the one to bear the burden of injustice. The wrongs will be righted, and the truth will come to light. Divine retribution is at work, and as the enemy watches their plans unravel, they will realize that they were never in control. You are not standing alone, chosen one. The ancestors, the angels, and all the spiritual forces of heaven are now in motion to ensure that divine justice is fully carried out. They have been working tirelessly, interceding for you, and now it is time for the favor of God to flood your life. The rewards that have been waiting for you are now being poured out in abundance, and the enemy's schemes are now being dismantled, piece by piece. As this section concludes, it is clear that the chosen one has been divinely protected every step of the way. Despite the attacks, the betrayals, and the obstacles placed in your path, you have been shielded by a higher power, a divine force that has been guiding your steps and ensuring that heaven's plan unfolds exactly as it was meant to. Your ancestral protection has been active and powerful, and it has been working in tandem with the spiritual army of heaven to ensure your divine destiny is fulfilled. As divine justice unfolds, the repercussions for those who plotted against you are inevitable. Karma is in motion, and divine retribution will ensure that the wrongdoers face the consequences of their actions. You, chosen one, are now stepping into a season of vindication where the truth is coming to light, and the restoration of everything that was stolen will begin. You are no longer bound by the attacks of the enemy. You are walking in freedom, restoration, and divine favor, and the doors that were once closed are now wide open for you to walk through. Step boldly into this next season, knowing that the divine protection that has surrounded you will continue to guide and guard you as you fulfill your purpose. Divine justice is at work, and the path ahead is filled with blessings, opportunities, and the fulfillment of your divine destiny. Chosen one, the time of your vindication is now upon you. As divine justice unfolds before your very eyes, you are stepping into a season where the truth that was once hidden is now being revealed. The attacks, the betrayals, and the struggles you've endured were never in vain. They have served as a preparation for this moment of restoration. The vindication that is now coming is not just for your personal healing, but it will serve as a public testimony of your strength, your faithfulness, and your endurance. God's favor is about to be poured out on your life in a way that is undeniable. The world will begin to see what you have always known deep within your spirit, that you have been chosen. and that every challenge you've faced has only served to prepare you for the greatness that is unfolding. You have walked through the fire, and now you will be seen for who you truly are, a person of purpose, of faith, and of divine strength. This is your moment of vindication, and it will be public. The vindication will not just be an internal realization for you, it will be a shift in perception for everyone around you. Those who doubted you, who questioned your journey, who misunderstood your strength and purpose, will soon see that you were never wrong. Your faith in God, your ability to persevere in the face of adversity, and your unwavering trust in His plan will be a living testimony to all who have witnessed your journey. You will become a beacon of hope for those who have also faced obstacles, showing them that endurance in the face of hardship is never in vain. God is about to vindicate you in ways that will leave no room for doubt. Your name will be exalted, and your destiny will be revealed to the world. This is the moment when all that you have fought for, all that you have endured, will be justified in the eyes of the world. Divine justice is not just about what is being restored to you, but also about the honor and glory that God is placing on your name. This vindication will show the world that no matter the trials, no matter the setbacks, God's plan for your life is unstoppable. You will be vindicated publicly, not just for your own sake, but as a testimony to the power of faithfulness and the goodness of God. One of the most profound aspects of your restoration, chosen one, will be the restoration of relationships. Relationships that were once broken, strained, or lost due to the attacks against you will be healed and restored. As divine justice unfolds, there will be a divine recompense that touches every area of your life, including the relationships you've longed to restore. Some relationships, however, will sever. Those that were never meant to remain in your life, those that were based on falsehoods or self-interest, will naturally fall away. God is purging what is unnecessary and replacing it with authentic connections that align with your divine destiny. While this may bring moments of heartache, know that this is part of God's divine plan for your restoration. The people who have misjudged you, the relationships that have been toxic or dishonest, will no longer have a place in your life. This purging is not rejection, it is divine alignment. However, relationships that are rooted in truth, love, and faith will be restored. People who have walked with you through the struggle, those who have prayed for you, those who have seen your heart and soul, will re-enter your life in a renewed way. These relationships will now be stronger, more aligned with your purpose, and more authentic than they ever were before. Trust that those who have doubted you and your calling will now be the first to acknowledge your truth. Those who have misunderstood you will now see that you were right all along, and they will come back to you, not just with apologies, but with renewed respect and a desire to walk with you in your purpose. As you step into your divine restoration, the relationships that remain will be those that carry mutual respect, love, and truth. God's favor is restoring not only your connection with others, but your ability to see clearly and love freely. This restoration will bring peace and unity, healing old wounds and transforming the way you relate to the people in your life. In this process of restoration, the relationships you fought for, the people who have stood by your side, will now come to see the fullness of your calling. They will recognize your strength and resilience, and will want to align with your divine journey, supporting you in the purpose that God has set before you. This restoration will heal the spiritual wounds of the past and set the stage for a new season of growth and love. Chosen one, it is important to understand that divine compensation is not just about returning what was lost, but about multiplying what was taken. God's justice does not simply restore, it elevates. The lost time, the pain, the tears, and the years of hardship will all be redeemed in abundance. What was taken from you in the past, relationships, finances, health, and spiritual peace, will be returned to you, but it will not be the same as it once was. It will be multiplied. God's recompense will not be a simple restoration, it will be an overflow of blessings that will flow into every area of your life. You have suffered. But now you are entering into a season of restoration where all that was stolen will be returned to you. The enemy thought they could steal your joy, your peace, and your purpose, but God is now returning everything that was lost, and then some. You will be compensated for the years of struggle, and the rewards of your faithfulness will manifest in ways you could never have imagined. This divine compensation will not be limited to material wealth, though that too will come in abundance. It will extend into your relationships, your health, and your spiritual peace. The years of struggle, the heartache, and the pain will be compensated by the peace that surpasses understanding, the joy that flows freely, and the restoration of everything you thought was lost. God's favor will flood your life, and you will witness the multiplying of your blessings in ways you could not have conceived. As you step into this new season, divine compensation will not only bring back what was lost, but will elevate you to a level of abundance you have not yet experienced. You will find that doors that were once closed will now swing wide open, and opportunities you had long given up on will suddenly present themselves, multiplied beyond what you had hoped. God is restoring, but He is also elevating, making sure that everything you've endured will be repaid beyond measure. The restoration you are experiencing will carry divine power. It will be an overflow of God's faithfulness, a testimony to the world of His goodness and the truth of your divine calling. What was stolen will be returned to you, multiplied, and the world will witness the power of divine justice unfolding in your life. Chosen one, the moment of divine victory has arrived, and you are now stepping into a season unlike any you have known before. As you move forward, know that you are walking not just in your own strength, but in the full favor of God, which has been carefully prepared for you. This is not a random or fleeting moment. It is a divine alignment, a culmination of heaven's plans that have been unfolding behind the scenes for years. This new season of favor will flood every aspect of your life. It is not a trickle, but a rushing river, overflowing with opportunities and blessings that will pour into your life in unexpected and transformative ways. Divine favor will touch every part of your journey, from your relationships, to your finances, to your spiritual growth. You will witness doors open that you had thought were permanently closed, and you will see opportunities that were once out of reach now coming to you effortlessly. This favor will not be limited by human limitations, and it will not be constrained by circumstances. Favor from heaven is uncontainable. It flows beyond the boundaries of the natural world and touches your life in ways that will astonish you. The favor you are stepping into is not just for personal gain or success. It is a favor that will position you to fulfill your divine calling on an even greater scale. Your blessings will be multiplied not for your own benefit alone, but so that you can be a vessel through which others can receive the overflow. This season is a time when the favor of God will empower you to reach new heights and to do things you never thought possible. You will be able to walk in a new confidence, understanding that heaven is backing you, guiding you, and providing for you every step of the way. This favor is a sign that you have been faithful to the divine call on your life. And now, as you step into this season, God is rewarding that faithfulness in ways that will leave you in awe. You are covered in divine favor, and no obstacle will stand in your way for long. God is positioning you for impact, for growth, and for restoration in ways that will not only elevate you, but also create a ripple effect of blessings and transformation for those around you. The divine favor that is upon your life is unshakable and unstoppable. And as you move forward, you will watch how the world responds to the anointing and the favor that rests upon you. Chosen one, this moment is not the end, but the beginning of a new season in your life. Embrace it with confidence and courage, knowing that the divine plan is fully in motion, and the time for your purpose to unfold has come. God has already prepared the way for you. The steps have already been ordered, and the path is being made clear for you to walk with boldness. There is no need to fear or hesitate any longer. This is your time. You will begin to see that the doors that were once locked, whether in your personal life, your career, or your spiritual journey, will swing open in front of you. What was once difficult or out of reach will now be easily accessible. The provision you need for the next chapter of your journey will appear. Your guidance will come in unexpected forms, and you will find that solutions to problems that once seemed insurmountable will come to you with divine ease. The obstacles that stood in your way will begin to fall away as God clears the path for you to step into your destiny. The next steps are yours to take, but know that they are steps of boldness and faith. The divine favor that is upon your life is not meant to make you passive or complacent. It is meant to empower you to take action, to move forward with purpose and confidence, and to claim what is rightfully yours. With each step you take, you will feel the protection and guidance of heaven lifting you higher. You are being prepared to walk into greater influence and greater impact, and the doors that open now will be the pathways to all the blessings and opportunities you've been waiting for. There is a season of expansion coming into your life, expansion in your relationships, in your work, in your influence, and in your spiritual walk. This is the time to embrace everything that has been prepared for you, knowing that the universe is aligned in your favor. This is a moment of divine fulfillment, where your faithfulness is being rewarded in ways that will astound you. Chosen one, this is your time to step forward in confidence. The victory that has been won on your behalf is already in motion, and you are now entering into a new era of your life. A time of divine favor that will propel you forward in ways you never imagined possible. Do not shrink back in fear or doubt. Embrace the victory that has already been secured for you. Walk boldly into the destiny that has been prepared for you, trusting that everything you need to fulfill your calling will be provided. This is a season of breakthrough, and it is time to claim everything that is rightfully yours. As you step into this new season, remember that divine justice is still unfolding. Trust that the favor and blessings you receive are not just for your own benefit, but to advance the kingdom and fulfill your purpose. The divine alignment that is happening now will carry you through every challenge, and every victory you achieve will be a testimony to God's power working in your life. Let go of past hurts, fears, and limitations. The doors are open now. The time to walk boldly into your future is now. Trust that God's plan is unfolding perfectly, and the ancestors' favor is upon you. Step forward with faith, with boldness, and with the full confidence that you are walking into God's divine will, fulfilling your purpose, and becoming all that you were created to be. Chosen one, you have arrived at the moment that has been ordained for you. The victory has already been won, and now you are walking into the fullness of your divine calling. The doors that were once closed to you are now wide open, and the favor of God is upon your life like never before. Embrace this moment with confidence, knowing that everything you need to fulfill your destiny has been provided. Trust the process, and step into this new season of your life with boldness and clarity. This is your time. The world is waiting for you to step into your divine purpose, and heaven is with you every step of the way. Chosen one, the moment you are in right now is not by accident, nor is it just a fleeting chapter in your story. You are in perfect alignment with God's divine plan, and this divine alignment is transforming your destiny in ways that you could never have imagined. Every moment, every experience, every challenge you have faced has been preparing you for this very moment. This moment, when you step fully into the purpose you were created for. It is as if the heavens themselves have conspired to bring you here, and everything is falling into place at precisely the right time. You are now aligned with the fullness of your divine calling. And as you step into this new season of your life, the path ahead will unfold with clarity and certainty. The decisions you make, the actions you take, and the opportunities you seize will all be divinely guided. What once seemed difficult, uncertain, or elusive will now become clear as you walk in step with the divine plan that has always been yours. The alignment you feel now is not a coincidence. It is a divine confirmation that you are on the right path, moving toward the fulfillment of your destiny. This moment marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one that you have been waiting for, praying for, and working toward. The journey that has brought you to this point, marked by waiting, suffering, and silence was not in vain. Each struggle, each trial, each moment of doubt or loneliness has served as a preparation for this divine moment of restoration and vindication. You have faced the fire and come out refined. You have overcome the attacks, the betrayals, and the heartaches that seem to keep you from stepping into your divine purpose. But now, you are here. The path that once seemed uncertain is now clear, illuminated by the divine truth and purpose that has always been yours. The waiting that felt so long and heavy is now over, and you stand at the threshold of a new beginning, one that will be marked by divine favor, restoration, and elevation. Your soul's calling is now aligned with your external journey, and you are ready to step into the life you were always meant to live. For too long, you may have felt that the promises of God were distant or unfulfilled. You may have wondered if the dreams you held in your heart would ever come to fruition, but now, as divine alignment takes its full effect, you are seeing answers and breakthroughs begin to unfold. The years of struggle were not in vain, for they have led you directly to this moment. This is your time to walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. This is the moment, chosen one, when you are called to step forward boldly into the fullness of your divine purpose. The waiting is over, and the path is now illuminated by God's justice, favor, and divine guidance. You are no longer walking through the fog of uncertainty or doubt. The way is clear, and heaven's hand is upon you, guiding every step. This is a time to move forward with unshakable faith and confidence, knowing that you are walking in alignment with your divine destiny. God's favor has always been upon your life, but now it will be visible to all who see you. As you walk boldly into this new chapter, you will feel the power of divine justice moving with you. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will now fall away. Doors that were once closed will open wide. Opportunities that once seemed distant or out of reach will now be presented to you, and you will step into them with the grace and strength that have been instilled in you throughout your journey. But this is not just about external success. This is about walking with divine confidence into the next level of your spiritual growth. This new chapter is not just a new phase of external blessings. It is a spiritual elevation. You are being called to walk in alignment with your highest self, to embody the fullness of your purpose, and to live a life of authenticity, integrity, and divine truth. As you walk forward, you will experience a deep knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and that every step you take is guided by God's perfect will. Trust the unfolding of this new season, for it has been carefully orchestrated by heaven. The favor that now surrounds you is not just for your own benefit, but for the kingdom of God, for the lives that you are meant to touch and impact. This is not just a personal victory, but a collective one. Your purpose is aligned with a greater plan, and your actions will influence those around you in ways you have yet to understand. This is the moment when you embrace the full scope of your divine purpose. You are no longer waiting for the world to catch up with you. You are no longer waiting for the perfect moment or for circumstances to change. This is your moment, the moment when everything you have been preparing for aligns and comes into focus. You will find that, as you embrace your calling, the world around you will begin to align as well. Divine timing will unfold in ways that feel miraculous, and every obstacle that once felt like a roadblock will now be seen as a stepping stone to your success. This is the time to walk boldly, without hesitation, because heaven has already prepared the way. You are now aligned with God's will, and that alignment will bring with it everything you need to move forward with confidence, grace, and victory. As you step into this new season, remember that this is not just about a new chapter in your life. It is about the fulfillment of everything you have worked for, prayed for, and trusted in. Your destiny is now clear, and you are stepping into it with confidence. Trust in the process, for the unfolding has been divinely orchestrated, and every step you take is leading you toward the fullness of your divine purpose. This is your new beginning, chosen one. The time for waiting has passed. The doors are now open. Step forward in faith, in boldness, and in the confidence that you are walking with divine favor, leading the way. The path ahead is one of unmatched opportunity and blessing. You have arrived at the moment of your fulfillment, and heaven's hand is upon you, guiding every step of your journey. Your future is bright, and your purpose is clear. Walk into this divine season with grace, knowing that everything you need to fulfill your calling is already provided.